All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome in. This is going to be the purpose of today for your Wednesday. I know that my schedule is kind of all over the place right now, and for that I do apologize. I'm trying to get all of those brass tacks and things in order. But we will take a look and see what the purpose of your Wednesday is. So as always, take what resonates, leave what does not. I do have my book here in front of me. That's actually the page I opened it to. So just wanted to make sure, of course, I do this right. Eventually I'll have it memorized. But that day is not today. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. Hopefully your Wednesday is off to a good start. Underneath we have message in a bottle. Messages coming in. Okay, that seems to be a theme for this week. Past, imagine, and future is clean it up. I'm having deja vu. Grounding this energy is thinker, and guiding this energy is flexible. So there are still some kinks that need to be worked out. I know that we're still kind of sitting in the lunar eclipse energy of Pisces, which is fine. But I do feel as though some of you are still receiving downloads. Some of you are still receiving downloads that are causing you to kind of sit there and contemplate a few things. Thinker. These messages have taken some time to get here. Oh yeah, Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles, definitely taken some time. But these thoughts, these messages are designed to get you to really think. Really think about how the rest of this needs to unfold, how things are going to be going forward. Essentially, how you're going to clear out the clutter. So let's see where we're going with this. Let's see what wants to come through for the purpose of today. But the purpose of today is really just kind of, there's no action. Sit there in contemplation. No action. Sit there in contemplation. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Five of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh yeah. Absolutely. So the purpose of today is the Wheel of Fortune. That's divine energy stepping in. Divine energy, that wheel is spinning, cycles are ending, but it's kind of got a divine energy. What you can do to embrace the lesson is the Devil energy. Like I said, I feel like there's no action. There's no action with this today. How can you make the most of today? Is the Libra energy of justice. Something you should try to do today is the Ten of Cups. Look how they're just kind of sitting there. They're just kind of sitting there, you know, they're letting their minds run. They're sitting in a kind of a joyous energy. Ten of Cups. It's kind of a nice energy. That's where the imagine comes in. How can you express yourself today is the Two of Cups. And the spirit message for today is the Two of Pentacles. Today is about getting your ducks in a row. And it's maybe not the action behind it, but really formulating a game plan as to how you do want to move forward. Ten of Pentacles. I do want to look at the lesson of today, how you can embrace it, which is that Devil energy. So we had Judgment. Judgment with the Ace of Cups. With the Death energy. We also have, there's that Page of Pentacles again. Again, I feel like this is coming from the decisions that you are going to be making. The decisions that you are making now are going to be impacting how you move forward. And there is transformation here. Some decisions you may need to put down. But it is about the contemplation. It is going on up here. Some of you are thinking long-term. I heard long-term. And you need to be thinking long-term. But it does not mean that you can't have short-term goals moving up to that long-term goal, this long-term energy. But this balance here. I mean, Justice, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. That is not to be ignored. Really. When I said that is not to be ignored, what went through my mind is it's best to take the, how is that said? It's best to take the opportunity present, for rare opportunities like this don't visit us twice. It's best to take the present moment for what it is and decide from there, because these opportunities hardly visit us twice. So there's something here about the decisions that you're making right now could very well be a one-time deal, because you may not get a second shot at coming back to this energy. It's kind of like a checkpoint. It's kind of like a checkpoint, except this checkpoint, I'm getting a video game again. It's like after you hit this checkpoint, it's like, okay, you need to be aware that once you move forward, you can't come back to this point. And that's some pretty serious energy. It is some serious energy, because, you know, what if you choose wrong? What if you decide that you choose option B instead of option A and come to find out you're wrong? That's why this contemplation energy is so important right now. That's why we had this lunar eclipse in Pisces. It was a pain. It's a struggle. It was designed to get our emotions and our head on the same page to cause this transformation. And I feel like some of you really need to get on board with what your emotions and your head are trying to tell you, because somewhere along the line, both of those two energies are on the same page. They're on the same page. And some of you don't want to see it. Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Hierophant, and the Eight of Swords. Woof. Woof. Some of you are really afraid that you're going to mess this up. Some of you are really afraid you're going to choose wrong. And if you keep that mentality, of, what if I fuck it up? Chances are you might. But here's a new thought for you. What if you choose right? What if you do it right? Then what? What would you do with yourself? This is something that I throw at myself quite a bit. And in fact, through this Piscean full moon energy, I was telling you about this yesterday, how I was triggered by a thought process that went through up here. And yeah, it came in. Yes, it triggered me. But at the same time, I dropped in a different thought. So, to give you some context, I don't do relationships well. Correction. I didn't do relationships well. I'm learning. Do you see that? Do you see how I tweaked that thought just a little bit? Okay, that was because during this Piscean full moon energy, I was triggered because I was dealing with a situation where communication was kind of lacking, okay? And it was nobody's fault. It was nobody's fault. But my mind was trying to make something out of nothing. It was like, well, you know, you're not getting this type of communication and this, and so it's lacking here. And of course, when lacking went through my mind, I'm like, oh great, like here's where we spiral. And I was like, you know what? No. I was like, you know what? No. Sorry, dad moment. I'm not going to let this thought unravel me, because chances are this person that I am talking to is busy. They're doing something. And sure enough, the next message that I got from them was, hey, you know, I was busy doing this. I am so sorry. We're wrapping it up now. How is your night going? And instead of succumbing to those negative thoughts, I allowed the new thought to come in. And I focused on that new thought. And so some of you need to be doing that. Some of you, that's where the tweak of this process is to no longer sit with that lack mentality that what if I do it wrong, but shifting gears into what if I do it right? Because you won't know until you get there. You won't know till you're halfway down the line. So why are you worried about it now? I know. And I hear some of you, well, because I want things to go according to plan, and there is no plan. Yes, you have long-term goals. And yes, again, these short-term goals will help you reach that long-term goal. Yes. But let's say you miss the first goal, but you get to the second goal. Or let's say you get to the first goal, but you miss the second goal, but you continue on and get the third goal. Are you still going to kick yourself for missing that second goal? Or are you going to allow yourself to continue down this process? And I hear some of you, well, yes, I'm going to kick myself because I missed that second goal. That's your perception. But the fact that you got the first goal and the third goal tells you that you're at least doing something right. Focus on what you're doing right instead of what you're doing wrong, and watch your world change. It's like, instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on the gratitude. It's all about the perception and your mindset. That is how successful people move forward. That's how this channel came to be. My very first reading, which is no longer there, because I did an oopsie and deleted, oh God, 1.5 years worth of videos. That was my bad. But, and see, that was an oops. That was an oops. But going way back to the very first video, no one knew me. I was just a random tarot reader on YouTube. And for days, weeks, before I sat down in front of this camera, I had these thoughts, no one's going to listen to me, no one's going to want to hear me. Like, why would they come to me? Why would they come to me? And then one day I had a thought, no. Someone, somewhere, even if it is just one person, needs this message. And that was the thought that started this. That was the thought that started it all. Someone somewhere needs this message. And now I've been doing this for, God, 4 years? 3 years? 4 years? However many years? 21, 22, 23, 24, at least 3 years. And I have my own business where I have regulars who come to see me. I've got friends and family who want my advice exactly like this. Because I decided to change that thought. Because I decided to change that mindset. Do you see where I'm going with this? You can do it. You just have to get beyond the doubt. The doubt of doing it wrong. Zodiac signs that I see for you wonderful people. We've got Sag and Scorpio. We've got Sag, Scorpio, Capricorn. We've got Taurus. We've got fixed signs, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And we also have Libra here as well. So this is what I see for you guys for the purpose of today, for your Wednesday. It's contemplation. Contemplation and fine-tuning those negative thoughts into a neutral or a positive. It's not toxic positivity. It's kind of like, yes, it's fake it till you make it, but it's not really faking it. It's believing it. So, thank you guys very much for joining me. As always, your company is well appreciated. And I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.